Imagine waking up to a strange mechanical growl outside your house. It screams, it roars, it eats, and then it leaves with your trash. Every week, a massive steel machine pulls up, swallows your garbage bags like a hungry robot, crushes them with invisible force, and disappears. You probably never think about it again. But what if I told you that inside that truck is a high-pressure industrial machine powerful enough to crush metal and dangerous enough to explode? Hi, welcome to Why Explained. Today we're climbing inside a garbage truck to find out what really happens after your trash disappears, and why it's far more violent than you think. Most of us imagine a garbage truck as, well, a big metal box on wheels. Trash goes in, trash gets smushed, end of story. Maybe you picture two workers tossing bags into the back, or a robotic arm grabbing your bin like a polite metal butler. Either way, it seems simple, mechanical, routine. But here's the thing, that truck isn't just collecting waste. It's running a high-pressure hydraulic system designed to turn loose, fluffy trash into something closer to a 10-ton brick. And once you start crushing random household objects together, plastic bottles, metal cans, broken furniture, maybe even a forgotten battery, things get a lot more complicated. First, let's talk about the different species of garbage trucks. There are three main types. The rear loader is the classic one you've seen in movies. Workers hang off the back and manually toss in almost anything. Bags, chairs, maybe even a suspiciously heavy mystery box. It's flexible because humans can adjust on the fly. Then there's the side loader. This is the one-person operation. The driver stays inside while a robotic arm reaches out, grabs a standardized bin, lifts it, flips it, and drops it back down. It's efficient and safer for workers, but picky. Wrong bin, no pickup. Finally, the front loader is the heavyweight champion. These trucks service restaurants and apartment complexes. They use massive metal forks to lift giant dumpsters up and over the cab, dumping everything in from the top like feeding a steel whale. Different entry methods, same brutal process inside. Once the trash is in the body of the truck, a powerful hydraulic ram, called a packer blade, begins sliding back and forth. Each stroke pushes garbage toward the rear wall of the truck. And this is where things get intense. Modern garbage trucks can apply over 2,000 pounds of force per square inch. That's similar to the pressure inside industrial machinery. Soft trash bags, instantly flattened. Cardboard, crushed. Plastic containers, compact. The goal isn't just to squish things randomly, it's to maximize space. Air is the enemy. The more air you remove, the more waste you can carry. Think of it like packing a suitcase. If you just throw clothes in loosely, you run out of room fast. But if you press down and squeeze the air out, suddenly you can fit twice as much. Garbage trucks are doing that, but with metal and hydraulics. Now here's something interesting. The driver can't see inside the truck. So how do they know when it's full? They don't look. They listen and feel. As the truck fills up, the packer blade has to work harder. The resistance increases. Electronic pressure sensors monitor how much force the hydraulics are using. When that pressure hits a preset limit, a light or buzzer tells the driver, "You're at capacity." Veteran drivers don't even need the sensor. They can hear the engine strain. They can feel the hydraulics slowing down, whining as the blade struggles to complete a cycle. At full capacity, a standard garbage truck carries around 9 to 10 tons of compacted waste. That's roughly the weight of 2 adult African elephants, squeezed into a steel box. And all of that mass is being held together by pressure and reinforced metal walls. But crushing random objects together under extreme force raises a very uncomfortable question. What happens if you crush something that really shouldn't be crushed? Here's where things stop being routine and start becoming risky, because not everything in your trash is harmless. Imagine a half-full propane tank getting crushed, or worse, a lithium-ion battery from an old laptop, vape pen, or power bank. When a lithium battery is punctured under pressure, it can trigger something called thermal runaway. Inside the battery are tightly packed chemicals separated by thin layers. If those layers are damaged, a rapid chain reaction begins. Heat builds, pressure builds, and then fire. In seconds, that small battery can turn into a miniature blowtorch. Now remember what's inside the truck. Paper, cardboard, plastic, dry waste. Basically, fuel. This is known in the industry as a hot load, and it's one of a garbage truck driver's worst nightmares. According to waste management safety reports, lithium batteries are one of the fastest growing causes of garbage truck fires worldwide. Many of these fires start inside the truck body, completely out of sight. So what do drivers do? They don't grab a fire extinguisher. They look for an empty parking lot. If smoke appears on internal camera monitors or the smell of burning plastic fills the cab, the emergency protocol is simple. Pull over immediately and dump the entire load onto the ground. Yes, the whole thing. It's messy. It blocks traffic. It makes headlines. But it saves the truck. Because replacing a burned-out garbage truck can cost around $300,000. And that's before you consider the damage to nearby vehicles or buildings. So while most trash pickups are routine, every collection run carries a small but very real risk. And that makes your morning garbage truck less like a simple utility vehicle and more like a moving industrial hazard with a safety plan. So the next time you hear that early morning rumble outside your window, remember, it's not just a truck collecting leftovers. It's a mobile hydraulic factory. It senses pressure, it manages risk, it compresses 10 tons of chaos into something transportable, and occasionally, it has to fight fire, all to keep cities clean and functioning. And here's one more thing worth thinking about. In some countries, garbage trucks are carrying less and less waste every year. Not because people throw away less, but because more materials are being sorted, recycled, and reused before they ever reach the crusher. Which raises an interesting question. If a garbage truck is designed to crush everything, should everything really be in there? Science is full of strange little systems working quietly in the background. If this one surprised you, Why Explained has plenty more waiting for you. And until next time, stay curious.